All right, today we're going to be talking about this billboard. This is the car Billboard Charts. I'm going to be putting this out every month. So if you've been putting some rides together, let me know. A collection of these rides that my guy put together, he sent me the pictures over. I put this billboard together for him. This billboard is only for guys. We're going to start out with guys that's been putting hits down for year after year after year, summer after summer. This is what this is about. Shedding the light on guys that's been putting it down for a long time. So if that's one of the guys, or ladies, guys, whoever's doing it, if you've been doing it, let me know. Let me put one of these things together and let me sit down and have a conversation with you. But without further ado, I'm going to let my guy introduce himself to you. He's been putting it down for a long time. I've been keeping my eye on him for a while. And you guys should check it out also. But introduce yourself.
Man, hey, I'm Joe.
Okay.
The CEO.
So
Joe Blow. That's what they call me.
We got a couple questions I'm going to ask. You know what I mean? So from this point on, we're going to be asking you guys these type of questions. So this is what you got to look forward to. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to ask you, what's your first bill that you put together? That's the first thing that people want to know. What's the first bill that you put together? Man, it was a it was a 2000, okay. That sounds like a pretty nice bill. And man, I put that thing together. I had some hammers on it, like some 15 hammers. It was white. Put a grill in it. It's just having conversation with, you know.
Yeah, I just did a little work to it. It wasn't much. I put grills and stuff like that in it.
All right, so the next question is, who influenced you to start messing with cars or starting to put the cars together, the style that you put, you know, the way you put them together? Who influenced you coming up?
So, man, when I was coming up, my dad, he had cars back then. He was real big into the sound. So I remember riding around as a kid, man, you know, just listening to my dad. He bumped Michael Jackson all the time, you know. So it was just me by myself at the time. He had like a blue S10, and he had an extended cab, blue S10, like an 80 something, maybe like an 88, you know, 89. It was an old one. And he didn't have no back seat sitting or nothing. He had a speaker box sitting in the back, and he would play that thing sky high, just Michael Jackson, Thriller, things like that. So that kind of, I took a liking to that at an early age, and it just went from there. So my dad, he played a lot of part into the car game and car business that I'm into right now. That's just how it kind of went. And I had a couple other people along the lines that I kind of looked up to. And but that's where it started at. It started at with my dad and stuff like that. And that pretty much was it. Nobody else really in my family really was like into cars and stuff like that. But my dad, he always kept some. When I was growing up, he always kept some, you know, messing with something. So that's just how it was.
All right. Okay. That's a good one. I mean, everybody usually takes after they pops, you know, their dad and stuff like that. So I mean, father figures, or maybe, you know, your uncle, or somebody along the lines when you was putting these cars together, somebody had to influence you. You know, that's just part of it. Either you was watching the movie, Fast and the Furious, or something. Something along those lines, you know, somebody kind of put that idea in your head. That's just part of it.
Yeah.
The next question is, when did you start? I mean, was it like your first car, the very first car you put together, or
that's how I go?
You know, did you start later on? Because I mean, some people, their first car, they might have didn't have the money, to put one together.
Man,
so they decided just to ride
like
that car.
I was telling
and later on,
but my Blazer.
Okay.
Like I say, it was a 2000 model Blazer.
So your first car, that's what you done. Okay. His first car. So his first car, he started building that thing from day one.
I started.
That's different. That's different. So the next question we got is what's your dream car? You know what I mean? What's your dream car, man? What's one of those cars that you have not built, or maybe you have already built it? What is your dream car? If you haven't built one, or if you have, let us know.
Man,
what is it?
It probably got to be like a 1970 Chevelle.
Okay, that's one of the ones that I like too. You know.
No, that's got to be the one.
That.
You know what I'm saying? 1970 Chevelle.
Okay.
That's one of my dream cars. I mean, I had a 71 hardtop.
I mean, what kind of modifications would you do to it?
I like, I'll hook it up, you know what I'm saying? Do the suspension, do QA1 stuff all the way around, maybe roast a shop chassis. It just depends,
Okay.
All right. Just stuff like that. Ain't no telling. It could be a lot of modifications that I would do to it, but
So, all right. So my next question is this: what is your favorite car you ever put together? Like, what's your favorite car that you have put together? Like your number one that you're just proud of, or the one that everybody kind of pats you on the back? Just what's your favorite car that you put together?
So, my favorite car that I probably put together was, I had so many. I done so many. It's just kind of hard for me to keep track of which one was my favorite. If I had to just say one specific favorite one, man, it's real hard to even, I can't even, I put so many together, man, I can't even say which one of my favorite. I always like a lot of them, but I got a Marauder that I've been keeping on, so that's probably that's gonna have to be my favorite. That it just got to, because I had it so long. That's the longest I'd ever had a car in my life. So I'm gonna have to just stick with that 03.
Okay, yeah. That's a collector. That's a collector. That's still a good one today. So, my final question, man. What you working on now? I know people know what you're working on, but tell the people what you're working on.
Man, I'm working on a 96 Impala SS.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be.
I got the 26-inch forges on it. I got the working on UMI, doing the suspension on the rear. We got all type of stuff. You have to just stay tuned, and then I'll let you in on what I'm doing. But it's gonna be one of the hit makers. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be pretty hard then. Okay.
Nah, we ain't playing no games.
Okay. Yeah. So y'all done heard him now. He say he going 26-inch forges every summer.
Okay.
He ain't playing no games. But man, look, we're gonna get ready to wrap this thing up. And this is Chart, He didn't put up hits after hit after hit every summer. This guy's coming up with something, you know what I mean? So it was only right that I bless him with this award, you know what I mean? So if you got a ride, you got plenty of rides. I want to make one of these billboards for you. Hit me up.
Yeah.
Let's sit down. Let's go somewhere and let's talk. Tell your story on how did you get started and why did you get started with messing with these vehicles. We just want to shed some light on your life. How did you get started? Why did you get started? Who influenced you to do these things? That's all we want to know. So y'all stay tuned, like, subscribe, hit the comments. Tell me what you think we should change. We got a lot of things that we're tweaking. This is just a start of it. So you guys lay around and stay tuned in to it. like I say, I don't know if we're gonna do it this form style interviews, or we're gonna just cut it all and say, hey, we're just gonna go with like who's making, just say a Monte Carlo SS right now. You know, who has the hottest SS Monte Carlo out on the scene or either getting built right now. It's gonna be different categories, different varieties,
That'd be sweet.
G bodies, box Chevys, don'ts, B bodies, all type of vehicles, trucks, F-250s, 350s, any and everything that you can think of, even side by sides. You know, this guy to put together some side by sides that's been mean. They've been mean machines. I done heard and I done seen. I keep over them a little bit, but bikes, whatever you got that's mean on the scene and you've been putting them together, or you just getting started. You're just getting started. You got you one, and you putting it together, and it's gonna be a nice one, a collective nice one that everybody can say that's a nice one. That's what we want to know about. Hit us up. Let's sit down, and let's put some things together. So we got a lot more things coming. We're gonna keep you guys updated. All right, we'll catch you in a minute. All right.